Hey friends, welcome to the Johnson City Living Podcast, where we learn about the people, places, events, and flavors that make Johnson City just a lovely place to live. I'm your host, Collin Johnson with the Collin and Carly Group and Keller Williams Realty. If you're interested in buying or selling a home in the area, or if you're looking at investing in a rental property, give us a call at 423-930-8003, and we will look forward to helping you. Now, let's get to today's episode.
It is a beautiful May day here in Johnson City. It is a little chillier today than it typically has been. It's been like 80 and today it's like 60. So it's just up and down all around. Spring has sprung, no flowers and pollen is all over the place. And so it's just beautiful in East Tennessee right now. And somebody else who's beautiful, who's coming on the podcast today, is my friend Kemp Johnson with Finito Boxing Family. What's up?
What's going on?
How
What's
are you,
going
man?
on? Good, man. Hanging out.
It's like looking in the mirror. We're brothers. I mean,
No,
I'm a Johnson,
we are.
you're a Johnson.
Johnsons.
Yeah, it's like, we're
the
twins.
link up.
We must have gotten separated at birth, I think.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then you're probably like 25 years younger than me. How old are you?
I don't know. You go backwards, so
I kind of do. I'm like,
I'm 30.
Benjamin Button. I'm 52.
I couldn't.
By the time this comes out, I'll be 52 probably. So, first things first, Johnson City Living, what do you love most about Johnson City?
Man, I love everything about Johnson City. So I'm one of the people there like, where are you from? And I proudly say Johnson City.
Same.
Yeah, so I love everything about Johnson City, from the scenery to the people to just all the different flavors, like you said.
It is
a
so
lot of different
good.
flavors.
It is so good. It is so good. Okay. So you're a barber.
Yes, sir.
That's your daytime job?
Yes, sir.
Tell us about being a barber in Johnson City. Tell us about where you work, what all happens, how's it go down?
Man, so I got into barbering because I wanted to beautify my community, not to make dollars. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't into all that. I wanted to do something that I love to do instead of working. So it's not a job to me. You know what I'm saying? First of all, but when it comes to barbering in Johnson City, it's a very blossoming industry right now because Craig at Crown Cuts, he's, you know what I'm saying, he's put a lot of barbers out here into the world. And I guess since COVID, everybody wants to have a good hairstyle.
That's right. You want to look good after you've cut your own hair. That's what I was doing on the back porch.
Right.
I like gapped up my son's hair so bad. He's like, he still runs with
like, no more.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not doing that. Yeah. So Craig was on the podcast, and is that who you studied under to become a barber?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
he pushed me to go become a barber like 7 years ago now, and I didn't become an actual barber until, you know what I'm saying, last year.
Okay. Now, where's your shop?
So my shop is Finito's Fantastic Fades, but it's out of Crown Cuts, old school, like the old academy.
Okay.
So there's no name there, but Finito's Fantastic Fades is out of Crown Cuts.
I love it. That's a lot. That's a mouthful.
Yes, sir.
Now, where did Finito come from?
So it's kind of like, I got that when I was younger. It kind of just means like finesse, like, you know what I'm saying? I just always got to put like the icing on the cake, you know what I'm saying? Anything that I do, I always do it to the max. So it's
We have a saying.
Finito finish.
Yeah. Finito finish. I love it. How you do anything is how you do everything. Is one of ours, and so I'm sure you're putting it on all the time.
And it's all about how you finish, you know?
You got to finish it, right?
You got to
If you start
finish.
something, finish it.
For sure.
If you're not going to do it right, don't start it.
Nope, at all.
There you go. I like it. All right, so you're a barber, but on the side, you do a little boxing.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So tell me about boxing. How did you get into boxing?
So I got into boxing when I was young. My dad made me go. He made me go to boxing, and I went with I don't know if you know him, but Derek Fudge.
I know the name.
We were going down there. I would go down there to the rec, and then he would take us to the boxing gym. So there I learned boxing, but I didn't want to put in that work. It's
Not early. You're like, it's too hard. Yeah.
Yeah, in my life, I didn't want to do all that.
Yeah.
So because I know what it took, then I went away from it, and then I came back to it, you know, in a later age once I was more dedicated, more committed, you know.
what do you think? What's the difference between like the guys who don't walk away? Like if you had kept training, I mean, you're a really unbelievable boxer now, right? But if you had kept training and didn't walk away from it, would you be like the heavyweight or world champion?
Yeah, definitely would have been levels above just focusing. Because see, me, I was in a predicament, where I've always just been fighting, you know what I'm saying? So even though I wasn't boxing, I was fighting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was a chubby kid, always getting made fun of. So I was like, I got to defend myself. I'm not going to let you guys make fun of me. So that's how I was, always with the chip on my shoulder.
So that's how you learned you're like, all right, I got to defend myself.
Yes, sir.
Take care of my.
Yes, sir.
That's tough.
So that's what got it. And I was like, okay. And I always just had that fire in me. I just didn't want to, I was a heavier kid, so I didn't want to make the weights, That comes with running miles and sweating a lot. Gosh.
So much running, so much sweating.
As a kid, you're like, no.
I don't want to.
But if you see the promise at the end, then you're like, okay.
Yeah.
So that's my goal right now, is to show kids, that it's tangible, that it's possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like where my platform, I use that to show them, like,
give them hope.
Coach Kemp is doing this too. I'm sorry for hitting the mic, but Coach Kemp is doing this as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm running these. I've ran 5 miles already. Like, come on, you can run 1 mile.
Right.
Let's
we
go.
can do it.
You're not gonna die. Let's go.
It's only gonna make you.
Just to show kids that it's
gonna make you a
tangible.
better person. Yeah.
Yep. And my kids in general too.
Where'd you grow up?
So I grew up in Johnson City.
You did?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did you leave, or you been here ever
No,
since?
been here ever since. I mean, I've traveled. I've done hit little knick-knack jobs here and there. You know what I'm saying? I worked in Texas, just different things like that. So, but not Johnson City.
Yeah. And then where's the boxing gym that you trained at, or you do train?
So the initial gym that I started at was Bang Bang Boxing Gym in downtown Johnson City. And then since then, man, I've been kind of like a loner. You know what I'm saying? I've been training myself a lot on and off. I've traveled to go see different coaches, just adding different tools to my bag, you know what I'm saying? Just that way. I have one coach that stays with me all the time, and he just travels to any gym that I'll go to.
Oh, that's cool.
His name is Coach Kenny McDermott, you know what I'm saying? He means the world to me, so.
Hey, Coach Kenny.
Yep, what's up? We here. And also Dustin Long, he sticks with me as well. He owns his own gym, but even if I'm not in his gym at that time, he's always there to coach and be there for me. So,
and so you've been boxing a little bit, because we work out together, but we don't work out together. But
Right.
we are at the. Thank you for.
You outwork me.
No. I'm quitting when you're coming in, and you're staying probably 4 or 5 hours. I've got my hour in, and anyway, but I'm watching you grow and learn and shape your body. I mean, like, you're in unbelievable shape right now. It's fantastic to see. Like, just watch you go. But yeah, I mean, tell us about your boxing career so far. Because when did you start boxing competitively?
So I started late in the boxing world, you would say. So I started in 2019 was when I started competitively, when I took my first fight ever. And then, that was my first amateur fight. And then I just kept training and taking little fights here and there. Me and Coach Kenny, we took all the toughest fights. We didn't duck any fights. Sure. That's common in the amateurs.
If you're trying to get up.
Yeah, is to duck a lot of fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, nah, we're not fighting this person, that guy, this. But we didn't duck anything. So we kind of elevated ourselves above just the regular people. So by the time I was 5-1, I was able to go ahead and enter into the Tennessee State Golden Glove tournament, and then I won that my first year in there. So
what year
we were just like, okay, let's go, let's move down and get in the rightful weight class. That was in 2021. Okay. So then we moved. I was like, let me get in my rightful weight class because I was still heavier and I didn't want to make a bad cut. As you know, I work hard on my body just in general, so I wouldn't want to, risk hurting myself just to make a weight. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just work a little bit harder to make a smarter weight cut. Yeah. So then that's what I did. It took me 2.5 years to get from the weight class of 185 all the way down to 160. And that was just healthy weight, you know what I'm saying? All healthy weight, eating the right way, still eating 5 times a day, drinking all the healthy amounts of water, you know what I'm saying? Doing all the right things.
Well, that's my question. How do you drop that much weight?
So So that was just over a time frame that's what I did over a time frame. Now I get to where I'll stay within like 8 pounds of my weight.
Gotcha. That's cool.
Yeah.
What are some tips for some people who are wanting to just cut, like get more, like when I see you at the gym, you got, like you can see every muscle in your body, you know, like there's a lot, like low fat ratio.
Sometimes.
So yeah, sometimes. But how do you, what are some tips for some listeners maybe to get their body fat percentage down that you would suggest? Like what are some of the things?
My biggest tip for people is like, and I get this question all the time, so it would be for to work on small changes at a time. Don't try to just go straight into living like Kemp on your first day, because it's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So it would be small changes, or even living like you on your first day, because it's not gonna happen. Like some people aren't programmed to even wake up at that time. So work on one thing, waking up early. So you can go ahead and speed your metabolism up early. You know, that's the first thing I would work on.
Yeah.
Is speeding up the metabolism.
Yeah. And then muscle, right? I mean, muscle increases your metabolism a lot. So build a lot of muscle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Build a lot of muscle. Use your muscle. A lot of people, it's not even about building. It's about just using, you know what I'm saying?
Like, why do I see boxers do tons of jump ropes? What's up with that?
It's just using your muscles, because like just the usage of that muscle is building it and making it stronger, you know what I'm saying? So
is it a speed thing a little bit?
So for jumping the rope, it's just like I use it for my footwork. That's what I use it for.
Gotcha.
So it just depends on what you use it for. You can see like people jumping rope with speed ropes, like, and they're using it for speed and just working on reflex. And then you got people that are using like have you seen the people using the weighted,
the heavy
ropes?
Big ones? Yeah.
Like the rope, like, yeah.
And that's building some muscle.
That's
some shoulder
different. I haven't even tried it yet. So one of my guys recommended me to use it, so I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
His name's Sina Ebeko, and he's a WBC champion. So
oh, wow.
Give him a shout out one time for the one time.
That's cool. Yeah, I think boxing fascinates me. I'm only was in a little fight like back in high school, and that was it, you know. And so you just kind of wonder about like, oh, that doesn't sound like fun to get punched in the face.
It's
like
not.
Mike
It's not the funnest thing. No, it's not like you said. You said it's a part-time job, but really I have to look at it as a full-time job. And barbering's my part-time job.
Gotcha.
I use barbering to free up space and create my own schedule so that I can so that I can train full-time, like 5 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's a lot. Plus, you got a few kids, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, yes. So they come to the gym. They're in the gym.
Mrs. Kemp Johnson's over here, and she's getting ready to have a new baby. Congratulations.
Yes. Appreciate it.
Yeah, little baby girl.
Yes.
So what number is this for you guys?
So this is going to be the total together. This is going to total out to be 7.
Lucky 7.
7.
That's a good number.
Good number.
Yeah.
Great number. 6 girls and 1 boy. Yes.
That little dude's in trouble, isn't he?
Yes. He took his first amateur bout like a month ago. His first fight.
He's been fighting all his life, like you said.
He definitely has.
He's got those girls wearing him out. So talk to me about. So what are your goals in boxing? Where were you trying to go?
So
wherever the Lord takes you, kind of.
Yes. So I want to So that's what I definitely want to use this platform for. To send the message of God, and you know what I'm saying, how he delivers from me, because he delivered me. But my second goal from that would be to win. I want to win a WBC belt. You know what I'm saying? But I have to earn my way up to that, which I know. So I want to go win an IBF belt. I want to defend the Tennessee title a couple times as well.
So tell the listeners what WCB and IBF are. What are those?
So. The IBF belt would be the International Boxing Federation.
Okay.
And that's just a different type. That's a federation.
Okay.
Just
so
like
just
a different league.
Kind of league. Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And then the WBC belt would be the World Boxing Confederation or something like that.
And so those.
Don't give me guessing.
Which one's the bigger?
The WBC is the biggest one.
The tip top.
Yes.
So those are guys like that.
So they got like the WBC gold and then the WBC silver.
And so that's where you see like the legends are.
Yes, so that's where we're getting to. And so Dana White, he's actually starting a boxing league where there's only one belt and there's 25 fighters out of the weight class, and you get yourself up to fight for that one belt, you know?
Oh, wow.
So one of the fighters on my team, he's actually on that, his record allowed him to be on that team. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
So
yeah.
his name's Elrod. We got him on there, and my goal is to be on there next. So I have to win a 50-50 fight. So coming soon, 50-50 fight.
What's a 50-50?
Whatever that means to you, that's what it means to you, you know? But to me, for the people, that means that just for the people, that means that there's a 50% chance of me losing.
Oh, I got you.
And a 50% chance of me winning.
So it's an even bout, like the other guys
to the
people, the same way.
To the people, on paper.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
On paper, initially, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't even know that was happening. Yeah, because he's a big promoter of stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Dana. Yeah, that's cool. And now you've got kids you're training, and they're doing really well, right?
Oh, yes.
Tell us about that.
So we got an amateur program going out of 2 separate gyms right now, and I'm, like I told you guys, I travel around both of the gyms in Johnson City, so it's like I'm able to work with each kid and mentor them. So like we have, and I don't want to brag about their achievements in boxing because I'm teaching them that it's bigger than boxing. So we have these fighters not are only winning in boxing, but they're winning in life in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we got a couple fighters that have won the National Silver Gloves tournament, and that means a lot to these guys, you know what I'm saying? Because that means they're #1 in the nation at their craft. And
out of Johnson City.
Out of Johnson City.
Isn't that amazing?
That is. It's wild. It's great.
Wow. That's pretty.
And then we got the other ones, they came in like second and thirds and like runners up and just things like that, all in between. So, and these are guys that have only been fighting for a couple of years, so
that's super
they weren't fighting coming all the way up since babies either or whatever.
So they're talented.
Yes.
And then they're getting good coaching and.
Yep.
Yeah.
When hard work meets talent, you know what I'm saying?
Can anybody come and join your youth program and start?
Oh, yes. So I encourage people to come. First of all, our gyms, anybody can come into our gyms and just get regular training. Well, not regular training. It's over par training.
Sure.
But you could also come to me directly and get personal training,
Okay.
and just come in. I have a gym in my house. I have
cool.
everything that you would possibly need. And that's what my kids use. So you can come to me. But one thing that I require from that is I would like for parents to be 100% involved in you know what I'm saying, pushing their kids.
Yeah, if they don't want it. Yeah, if they don't want their
because
kids to do it.
that's what I see in boxing. You see that a lot. You'll teach a kid to do like a 1-2, or that's a simple 1-2,
Mm-hmm.
and then you come back home and then they come back to the gym the next day and they're like, my dad told me to do this, and then you have to spend another 2 weeks breaking that bad habit.
Unlearning.
No, so yeah, I do. I work with the youth.
That's cool. That's cool. Do you see your program continuing to grow?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, man, we started out in LXI building a couple years ago. This is when we got back into starting out. We started out in LXI building with Damon Johnson. He blessed us with the spot. All we needed was a roof over our head. You know what I'm saying? That's the good thing about boxing. You don't need a lot. So he blessed us with the spot at LXI. We went from LXI to Beeson Hall, where we got a grant from the city to, do what we do.
Right.
Box.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then we went from there where people at the gym kind of parted ways, and now we're where we're at now with 2 separate gyms with 2 separate youth groups.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So each coach can touch a different person in different ways, you know what I'm saying? So I'm all for different types of coaches.
What are some of the disciplines and things that kids are picking up from not only just in boxing, but not just the techniques, but life lessons? What are some of those things you're teaching them?
Oh man, so I'm teaching them the same things that I've learned,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm teaching them. I'm teaching dedication, determination, discipline. Their dreams are obtainable.
Right.
Believe what I'm saying? Yes, your dreams are obtainable. You know what I'm saying?
Work hard, you can get a lot of places.
For sure, because most of these guys, most of these kids, I can relate to them on their level because I was a wild kid, a wild child, and I'm not too old. You know what I'm saying? I stay young. You know what I'm saying? So I can relate to them and I talk to them just on a normal level. And then, you know what I'm saying, we go from there.
Yeah. Because you've been in their shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you mentioned earlier that the Lord delivered you. Tell me more about that.
Oh, man. So, I mean, my testimony, I have a big testimony, you know what I'm saying? I have
Let's
a
talk
huge
about it. I
testimony.
love to hear it.
So, I have a huge testimony, man. So, he delivered me a lot, man. I was really troubled, you know what I'm saying? I've done like a lot of things, man, in life, and then, you know, he turned me around, you know what I'm saying? So proud.
It doesn't
proud
matter.
of myself. I'm proud of me, you know what I'm saying?
Right, and what he's doing through you, right? I mean,
yes.
it doesn't matter what you've done.
Right.
The Lord loves you. He's got a plan for your life. All you got to do is just trust him.
Right. So he taught me God showed me the lesson of, you know, it doesn't matter. Jesus walked amongst the sinners, you know what I'm saying?
All the time. Yeah.
We have to understand that, you know, period.
Yeah. He loves sinners, hanging out with them. I mean, he doesn't, you know. And then all the people that think they're the best, you know, they're just sinners just like everybody else, you know. So it doesn't matter what you've done, or because you're going to screw it up in the future for sure.
So I've gotten into like fights. I used to fight and things all the time. So it's like when I get those kids in that are, you know what I'm saying, hot-headed kids, I'm like, I got you. I understand.
I
know.
feel you. I know what you're struggling
I got
with.
it. Yeah, come here. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? You with me. You know what I'm saying? I just give them that, you feel me? Nah, come on. And then you push them a little bit harder, you know what I'm saying? Because they're tougher kids.
Right.
They're not like, when you come and get kids into a boxing gym, 9 times out of 10, it's not, but I'm inviting kids. I would like for more diversity in the boxing gym of kids that, because I want kids that are at home playing video games and that aren't getting active, that, you know what I'm saying, never had to defend themselves.
Yes.
Like my kids, they don't have to defend themselves. I teach them to defend themselves. You know, they live in a sheltered home with, if they even get touched the wrong way, they're like, Dad. You know what I'm saying? But we get those kids in the boxing gym all the time, and you have to like give them a good arm.
Yeah. I think it's I think it's really good for kids to exercise, and so the video game thing, man, it's huge. It's taking over.
So we get the hot-headed kids all the time in the boxing gyms. We want the other kids as well, like the football players, the basketball players, the soccer players, tennis players. All that. Come to the boxing gym and get a workout in, because this is the best cardio that you can get.
Right.
Ever.
Yeah.
You come in there one day, you'll see. I've biked with the best bikers. I've ran with the runners, swam with the swimmers.
You can
the
do
best cardio is in the boxing gym, hitting that bag.
Nonstop. The speed bag.
The heavy bag.
Oh, the heavy bag.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Speed bag's the toughest to hit, but the heavy bag will take it out of you.
It's just a whole different
Come get a workout.
All right.
Man, come get a workout.
I'll do it. Let's talk to me about, you mentioned social injustice as well in our community that you wanted to touch on. Tell me more about that.
So I just, not in our community, because I don't really see a lot of that within our community, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But just in the world in general.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I look at myself, I'm not just Johnson City. I'm not just a local gentleman, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So shout out to my guy, Rico Parquet. He came out with a song called Never Local. So we're never local, but we're here to represent the city. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So with that being said, like, I just want to use my platform to just raise awareness to social injustice, that it does exist.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't, you might not see it every day in Johnson City, Tennessee, because we have good people, but it does exist.
Yeah, I think
on different levels.
Well, I'm sure there's some of it around.
There's different types, and if you get into it, then that's kind of being bipartisan and choosing a side. So you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to just raise awareness to that.
Just be careful. Well, yeah, I mean, just treat people well, right?
Everybody,
all the time. Just love them like Jesus would.
Yeah, for sure.
We're all in this together. We're all, family.
Definitely.
And there's zero difference between you and me, other than I'm like 22 years older than you. I mean, the Lord loves us the same. And so, it's like, I've just had 22 years to screw it up more. But yeah, I think just treat people just better than you want to be treated. And I think And I think that's what Johnson City does so well. They love, like we love people here. And I think the Lord's drawing people
This
here.
is a blessed area, man.
I think he's drawing the people here so we can love on them and take care of them and help them break down these, some of the stereotypes,
That's great.
some of the anger in their hearts, and
That's why
send them to your gym and let the hot-headed kids get under your wing and you teach them the right way, So I think it's super cool.
That's why I think it's rare for me to be like, a representative of Johnson City and Tri-Cities and Tennessee in general in the professional boxing world, because these people come from different states to try to take that, you know? So it's rare, and we gotta like.
And then you're taking it out too. You're an ambassador wherever you go, East Tennessee.
I should have bought it today. I'm tripping. So I try to humble myself, so I don't really like pay attention to that, because I pay attention to the next fight. I'm not really worried about that.
When is your next fight?
So I had an offer to fight on May 31st in Las Vegas.
Ooh.
But I think the guy got scared. He saw some footage and he thought that maybe I was a risky fight, more of a
50-50?
More of a 50-50 fight. So yeah, so they're like, so we have a for sure fight going down, and this is a great sponsorship opportunity for local businesses, because those are the people that I use before anybody else. But this is going to be in Sevierville at the, what's the big hotel up there at Sevierville?
Is it on the island, that deal?
I don't know. Bigger than off the island somewhere.
Okay, maybe Dallas.
Some hotel up there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But so that's on June 17th.
Okay.
June 17th.
That'd be cool.
Coming up.
We may have to roll down there and see you. I don't think I've ever seen you fight.
Coming up.
I've seen you at
Come
some
check
of the stuff in
This is
Kingsport.
the biggest one. This is it right here. So, yeah, I'm inviting somebody, whoever wants to come to try to take the Tennessee State title. So this is the biggest one. The last time I invited an undefeated fighter, and we were up there in Sevierville, and I got a 5th round KO. So
nice.
It was great. It was lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm excited for you. So what does life look like for you here with almost 7 kids? What do y'all do for fun around town?
So my fun, the most that I do, because I'm more, like, I'm real strict on what I do.
Yeah.
So I don't like go out and drink and do things like that. Mm-hmm. So what I'll do is play my video game at home. With 7 kids, you know what I'm saying? I'm playing the video game at home. That's what I do for fun.
With the kids playing video games?
When they're gone and I have some time.
That's what you're fun?
I might have, so there's 2, she had 2 kids before we got together, and they're older. One of them is out of the house, and then one of them is 17. So
okay.
They're really
almost
out the way.
That's right.
Yeah, they don't even bother me. They help me more than anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then we got our little boy, who's the oldest out of the kids. You know what I'm saying? So it'll just be me and him hanging out, and then the other I have one of my kids 50% of the time, you know what I'm saying? So the one that I have 50% of the time, she's in and out, you know what I'm saying? So whenever.
So you don't have 7 on you all the time?
Nah, I don't know. So I have free time.
Because I was going to say, training's 5 hours a day, cutting hair.
My fun is going to the gym and seeing you guys and saying, that's my fun. Like,
yeah, 6 a.m. fun.
Yeah, I'm getting my extra work in, hanging out with y'all. My coaches tell me that I need to cut it out, but I'm like, that's what I like to do.
I like to go talk and hang out with
my friends. That's what I like to do.
Yes, I like it. So what was your first job you ever had?
McDonald's.
Yeah?
McDonald's.
Yeah?
Yes.
You want fries with that?
McDonald's, man. Yep.
I love it.
That's my first time punching the clock.
All right, here we go. When was the last time you ate at McDonald's? He's thinking like it's probably like 5 years ago.
I never buy McDonald's now. I'm anti-McDonald's. So if my kids,
I can tell
I'll
you
get
take
my
care of your
kids
body,
McDonald's.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. So if they get I'll take a bite. Bow. That's in my meal plan.
Okay.
That's in my meal plan. That's in my meal
You're
plan.
I'm gonna have a McNugget every now.
They know, yes.
I love
Not McNuggets, but it was gummies. I have gummies in my meal plan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. So tell me about I know you mentioned Craig with Crown Cuts and helping you with the barbering. What are some other people that have been huge influences in your life to help you get where you are now?
Hey, Judy, can I see my phone real quick, please? My bad.
No, you're good.
But so I have a list of people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I forgot my phone, so. And I just didn't want to leave anybody out.
Oh, nice. I like it.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, that's because you got a big heart. And so you can tell people love you. And so I'm sure you got a big list of people.
right. So what was the question one more time?
Some of the people who have influenced you in your life and helped you get to where you are today.
Okay, so I have a lot of people that have influenced me in life for sure because I'm the type of person where I try to learn from every single person.
Hey, man, everybody's got a story and you can learn something.
Yes, everybody. So I have a lot of, everybody influences me. Like, we could be at the gas station and somebody could rub me the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like
There you
that.
go, yeah.
And I'm like, hey,
what's
I
up,
felt
man?
your energy, man. How you doing? You know? But anyway, so a lot of people inspire me, but some of the people that inspire me to get into boxing will be my, first of all, it would be my mom, you know what I'm saying? My mom inspired me. My dad, you know what I'm saying? Because they're two hardworking individuals. My mom, they're on two different aspects of life. So, and they're growing up, they were divorced, by the way. So they're just in two different worlds, you know what I'm saying? So they inspired me a lot. Roy King Jr., he was a fighter out of Tri-Cities, out of Johnson City. He won a WBC belt at the age of 36 years old, 37 years old at an older age. So he showed me that it was tangible. So now I'm showing everybody else. And then I'll have to say, like, just my pastor, Pastor Red, you know, I look up to him as a huge aspiration and motivation to everything that I have going on because he kind of keeps me grounded.
Where do you go to church?
This is at Grace Temple Eternal Life Center.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, yeah, he kind of keeps me grounded, just spitting the truth out the Bible, straight out the Bible.
Yeah.
And then these are some other people that actually, you know, that have helped so much with everything that we got going on. Like I didn't want to just put them down as sponsors because they're way more than that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, one person would be Wendy Cohen. You know, she's with Lanier Staffing. Met her at the Wellness Center years ago.
She's like 4 foot tall. She is a ball of fire, and she's like 70 and will outwork all of us.
Right.
I mean, she's unreal.
It's crazy.
Unreal.
It's ridiculous.
She's great.
So I trained her too. I put her through boxing workouts, and she's like a life coach for me, man. Like, she's like, no, Kemp, or yes, Kemp. And I'm like, okay, let's do it.
She's great. She's
great. You know?
Yeah.
And so I just want to give a huge shout out to her. She's been behind me with every single fight.
That's awesome.
Since she met me. Law offices of Richard Phillips. I had to give a shout out to my guy, Richard Phillips. Man, man, if I have any kind of question about anything, he just answers. You know, it's not no come in for a consultation or anything like that. He just answers. Yeah. So, and he answers with the truth, and every time it's like 100% accurate. So
Trying to protect you.
I would definitely recommend him for people. Bella Vita, best Italian restaurant in the Tri-Cities.
Oh, it is good.
Argue with your mama. Best Italian. You know you're good when you got to open up at certain hours. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, Bella Vita, my guy Justin Schroyer with Trophy Water Guy Service. Him and his son, I train his son, and his son is a great student.
He lives across the street from me.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, man. So
Such a nice guy.
So I trained his son in boxing and we started out in football.
Oh, okay.
So now we're going to transfer to boxing.
I like it,
But
yeah.
those are my people right there. I love them to death. So I just wanted to give all of them a special shout out.
That's awesome.
And yes, sir.
That's super cool. That's super cool. It takes a lot of people to
My wife at the Knot Spot. She has her own business. It's the Knot Spot.
The Knot Spot?
Yeah, so without her, I wouldn't even be, my body is so sore by the end of the day. I need a massage a day.
Right.
Like a 60-minute massage a day.
Every
So you can imagine how expensive that would be over time. So it saves me a lot of money. So it was a good investment by me to put her in massage school. No.
She's laughing. She's like, all right, Kemp. Yeah. She's like, I'm going to cut those out. So you've had a ton of people help you out. And then What has been, I mean, let's talk about the hard times, right? Because it seems like it's all going great, but there's a lot of hard times that get you to where you are, right? I mean,
Yes,
you don't
sir.
win every fight.
Oh, nah.
And so talk to us about some of the hard things you've learned, had to work through and learn through.
Well, so there's like, I feel like you don't win every fight, but you can take wins from every loss, you know what I'm saying? So no matter what, you win a fight, you know what I'm saying? So either way you win, but it's just how you handle that. So man, it's tough though. So if I hate losing. I'm so competitive. Like me and you could be racing we could have a foot race right now to the door and I'm gonna try to win. I'll dive. So
I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna beat you.
yes.
Yeah.
So so it's like I'm so competitive that a loss hurts my inside. It haunts me at the end of the day. I think about it for weeks, for days. You know what I'm saying? Just
You watch the film back and see how you can.
Yeah. Even a draw, like my last fight was a draw. To me, that's a loss.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Didn't win.
So I had to learn from that to turn it into a win. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a loss. It's a draw.
So we working.
That's better, yeah.
We working.
It's better than a loss.
And once you get that, sometimes it takes a moment. It might take a whole month to get to that realization of I still won, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a full rotation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
working it out in your head.
a self-battle, a battle within yourself. So boxing, like to me, is when I go into the boxing gym, it's no matter what, win, lose, or draw, it's a refuge for me, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm going. It's a temple, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm sacrificing this to get closer to God, because I know without God, I won't be able to do this at all. You know what I'm saying? So I use it as a temple, man. It's like a temple's anywhere that you take God. You can take God with you.
I think he's with us all the time, right? Holy Spirit lives right within us. And so
he lives with me all the time, you know?
Yeah. What would be some advice you might give somebody who's like, man, I want to be a boxer. I want to be like Kemp. I feel like that's something the Lord's calling me to do.
So it just depends on where you're at in life. Because because one thing that I work with too is people who have, you know what I'm saying, have felt like they failed all their life. You know what I'm saying? So you feel like you failed all your life and you want to be like Kemp, then it's going to be a different conversation from a kid who's never had any failures.
Right.
Who, you know what I'm saying, who wants to be like Kemp. So just depends on what kind of people we're with.
So let's go there, because I think you have to have a positive mindset and you got to believe in yourself, right?
On both sides, so for sure.
So where does that come from in you think?
So, I don't know, my mom, she always told me that I could do anything that I wanted to do in life. You know what I'm saying? Anything.
That's right.
And I kept it. You feel me? So I was like,
and my parents
whether I was doing the wrong thing or the right thing, I was going to do it to the maximum.
Right.
So I'm like, okay.
Going out big.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Yeah, I think having a positive attitude. I mean, you're always smiling. Yeah, every time I see you, you're in a great headspace. You just seem to be joyful, you know. And I think you can see that carries you. And people want to hang out with positive people. They don't want to hang out with just, you're sucking all the energy kind of out of me. So
facts.
Yeah. So I think that's.
And I got into my Bible. You know what I'm saying? I got into my Bible, and you know what I'm saying. It was like just a little bit of faith. The faith of a mustard seed. You can move a mountain. Just the small little verses like that. I was like, it makes sense. All right. And then I was just like, dang, look at God. Like, look what happened. Look what happened. Look at that. You seen that? And then that just what brings that joy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That everyday joy. Then it gets to where I'm like, I got deeper into my Bible, and I'm like, sweet breath. You know what I'm saying? Oh, taste and see. So I've tasted, and every day I take a sweet breath. You know what I'm saying? So I find joy like that.
Yeah.
And at the wellness center, man, through this boxing thing took me to places that I never thought that I would be. From waking up at the wellness center at 5:30 in the morning and seeing you guys saying, "Good morning, Kemp." And I'm like, the first year I was like, Judy, these people say good morning every day, and gosh. And she's bad in the morning too, so she's like, I don't even say nothing back.
Yeah.
She don't talk until after 10 o'clock. So
it's a little while to get rolling.
So it got us. So then now we're rolling, you know.
I like it.
So it was just a good energy.
I love it. I love it. What's inspiring to you right now? Like, what are you getting inspired about? I mean, obviously we got some fights coming up that's inspiring. Anything else that you're working on that's inspiring you besides the kids and training?
Nah,
You don't have time for anything else.
nah. The kids keep me going.
And our new baby.
They each
that's
inspire me in
inspiring.
different ways. So
Yeah. And you're going to have a new
Sheesh.
baby any minute, which is super cool. How can our listeners connect with you and support you and send you love?
So I guess you could follow me on Instagram at Fanetos Fades. That's FANETOS space Fades, FADES. And then, or you could follow me on Facebook, which is Kemp Faneto. Simply that. And just keep updated. Keep on the lookout with Collin on your page.
Yeah.
And I guess you'll be posting when
we'll be posting.
when I fight.
Yeah, for sure.
On those 2 pages right there, I post all my fight news. That's the only way.
Yeah, that'd be good. And send them a message.
WJHL every once in a while whenever with Nick, what's his name? Nick Dugan, something like that.
Yeah.
He does a great job whenever I have a fight. He tells me to hit him up. So
Oh, that's cool.
I do that.
Yeah.
They don't cover us boxers as much as they cover like basketball players and like the little, But I'm the Tennessee state champion, so we need
That's
to
pretty awesome.
highlight that.
Yeah. Which weight class are you in?
In the 100, I'm the Tennessee state champion in the 160-pound division.
Okay.
But I fight in the 154-pound division,
Okay.
so I went up to take that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get another one in the 154 division too soon. Whenever I get a challenger.
That's cool.
So it's just patience and just grinding and staying busy whenever you don't think nothing's going on.
Yeah.
And God's always working.
Always.
Always. So when He blesses you with something, then use it. You know what I'm saying? With an instrument,
Oh, yeah.
play your instrument.
And you got to hone it too. Like you let it sit in the corner and gets all dusty and it's not staying. It's not going to stay in tune.
Nope.
And it's not going to be any good. If you were hosting a podcast, what would you ask yourself that I failed to? Is there anything that we didn't cover?
Nah.
No?
Hit everything.
Yeah. All right. So we typically do speed rounds and we talk about restaurants where we like to go, but I don't know if your body's like, I don't know if you get any outdoor.
Let's try it.
All right. So let's say you're going to go get a hamburger. Where are you going?
Burger Bar.
Burger Bar. That's a good one.
I stay away from red meat a lot, but
Do you
Burger
really? Okay.
Bar, they got turkey burgers. Does that count?
Yeah. That
Okay.
counts as a burger. Yeah. Do you eat pizza?
Yeah.
Where are you going to get a pizza at?
They closed down Main Street Pizza.
Oh, yeah. You didn't go there.
R.I.P.
Yeah. Where do you and Judy go on dates? Where's your favorite date night to go?
White Duck Taco.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
What's your favorite taco at White Duck?
Man, I just get a variety of like 3 different tacos every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm a consistent guy, so I get the same stuff. She knows exactly what I want every restaurant we go to. So, but sometimes I venture. Sometimes. But so the shrimp Diablo and the lamb gyro.
Oh, yeah. I love the General Tso's. It's delicious.
Fire too.
Oh, so good. Do you drink coffee?
Nah.
No, I
Tea.
was going to say favorite coffee shop.
More
Well, how
tea.
about tea shop?
Well,
coffee shop.
I do like I like Open Doors Coffee Shop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coach Marion opened it up back in the day, but he
did.
passed it on to somebody else.
Yep,
So.
yep. Mike was on the podcast and Sherry talking about it when they owned it years ago. And then, the new guys, Gary and Tyler, were on here talking about it. So we love Open Doors too.
Yay.
All right. Last question. What gets you just so fired up? Is like, or let's do this real quick because I want to go into your mind. All right, here we go. It's June 30. When's your next fight?
June 7th.
17th. All right, so it's June 17th. It's 6 o'clock. You're going on at 6:30.
Right.
You're getting ready to go out there, and we're going to battle, right? We're getting in the ring, and we're gonna. This guy thinks he's gonna tear you up, and you think you're gonna tear him up, right? So take us through like that mental space. Like, what are you thinking about? What are you doing? Because you got to get yourself like prepared to go to war, right?
Yeah.
Is that kind of where? I mean,
Yes.
that's where my mind would say, I got to go get in a fight.
So yeah, for your average person, that is what you think. But I'm like, because you're like, yeah. But it's like a controlled chaos for me. So that's not something that gets me like,
Yeah.
So that's nothing.
Okay.
But that's a controlled chaos. So I've learned I've meditated a lot on that and prayed a lot about it. So I know how to hone it in and just
So you're
keep
not,
that
like-
look like I'm not even bothered, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But deep down inside my heart may be going,
And going a little faster today?
yeah, I'm breathing a little bit harder. Yeah. So,
because you're like, all right, here it comes.
man, what hyped me up the most, like the craziest feeling in the world was whenever I was fighting. And this is wild because I never have crazy feelings, but whenever I was, or have intense feelings like that I was fighting for custody of my daughter, and that was the craziest feeling in the world.
I bet, yeah.
I thought I was like fighting the judge against, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
like,
against the world.
sentence.
Right, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, so that was the only time I was like,
yeah.
well, we got 50-50 custody of my baby, so
Good.
we good.
Good for you. So,
And
all right.
full custody of all the other kids.
So tell me what gets you like, what's up? Let's get fired up then. Since you can control the.
I guess what would get me like that, Coach Kenny, he knows how to get me there.
Oh, yeah?
He just can say he
certain
knows
stuff.
how to say stuff that just
Just
makes
messes
me
with
like,
you to
bro,
go
come
push
on.
a little harder.
Yes.
Like, hit this back one more time. I don't want to. He's like,
Yes.
Come on, you got this. I love it. And
He
sometimes he's
said
pushing your
some
buttons.
annoying stuff. Yes, yes.
Annoying
We
stuff.
can't say it on the podcast.
It's a PG podcast. He's
stuff.
calling you out.
Yes.
I got you. Yeah, and I think you got to dig deep, right, to go to find what the bottom, or like where is all that I've got in me, you know?
Yeah, and that's why it's hard to train. That's why, like, with certain individuals, it's hard because you want to know how much, like, what have you been through in life, you know?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why Coach Kenny's good, because he knows you.
Yeah, he knows me.
He can
He's
push-
like, yeah.
He can push you deep.
He'd be like, come on, Kemp, those kids got to eat or something.
That's
like,
right. Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
You're like,
Dinner
"Let's
has
go.
to.
We got to put it on the table.
So just the little things like that, I'm like, yep, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool.
You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
thanks so much for coming on the podcast, bro.
Thank you for having me.
I love you. I
Yeah, love
learned
you
so
too.
much from you all the
Been a
time.
while.
So I was sorry we hadn't got you on here, but I'm excited to be your friend, number one. Two, to
Right.
watch you do what you do. And I'm excited for you to continue to just do everything you're doing for the glory of the Lord. And like, I pray that you will continue to just be blessed in your boxing career. And I love that you're teaching these kids how to be better humans, better men,
Yes.
better husbands, better fathers, better believers, you know, just like following in your footsteps. It's just really beautiful. So thank you for doing what you do. And,
Yes, sir.
and by each one of them, the impact that they're going to have on their families and their kids, and then those kids, I mean, like, you're starting something that's
Yes.
exponentially unbelievable.
Yeah, it's important.
But you got to stay strong because the enemy's after you, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
So
Yes,
you got to
sir.
stay strong and stay focused. And,
For sure.
yeah. Yeah, well, thank you so much. I enjoyed our conversation a ton. I hope you guys did too. Until next time, I'm Collin Johnson with the Collin and Carly Group and Keller Williams Realty. If you ever want to move here, hang out with Kemp, box a little bit. I don't think I want to box him at any time, anywhere, but maybe you want to do it. He's looking for a 50-50 fight. So thank you so much
Bring
for
him
listening.
on.
Bring it on, and have a great day.